Hello, welcome to my channel. You may call me Coffee. This is My Hero Academia ASMR. It's just a Asui ex-listener/reader. This is my 1000th attempt at this, so I may sound a bit stressed because I tried doing it once more and I got halfway through it and then it all deleted. The recording, that is. Anyway, this is not written by me. Did I say it was Asui Tsuyu ex-listener/reader? I think I did. I don't know. I already said it again, though. Anyway, this is called Asui Tsuyu and the Warmth of the North Sea. Not written by me. I'll put up the name of someone that read it, whoever read it about, like, right now. I don't know, actually. I'm not good with timing. Anyway, let's begin. Faye was in her dorm, struggling with Mike's latest worksheet on her bed, and there was a knock at the door. She pulled on her earbuds and left them on the bed with her phone as she got up to answer it. She kicked the soft blanket off of her legs, groaning a little at the chill in the air that hit her bare skin. She knew that the dorms were super high-tech, but the glass of the balcony doors, even though they were double-layered, with whatever special air between the panels like all the dorm windows, they were thin enough to let the cold seep into the rooms. Sari found it really annoying. She didn't like the persistent chill. She might be more sensitive than her classmates, thanks to her quirk. But she wondered who would need to see her at this hour. It was past 10 on a Friday, and she was only in her room getting ahead on homework because Kaminari had called a movie night thanks to his friend group wanting to play Cards Against Humanity with each other, and yet another breaking off to try a new restaurant in the city under Aizawa's supervision, apparently sponsored by rich kids Todoroki and Ida. Poor Momo. She opened the door and was surprised to see Asui Tsuyu. Oh, freak. This was the first time that she's been alone with her. She had admired her since the first day of school from the performance tests. Her interesting quirk and blunt ruthlessness and humbleness were eye-catching, and it didn't help that she was exactly Sari's type. Short with long, pretty hair. That's like the prettiest in a grade. Like, no offense to Mr. Glassbones and Paperskin, but she told everyone to call her Tsu. Had a hair the color of rich grass in the shadow of a forest, from a Ghibli movie. It's superior. Yep. It's superior. Yep. Just give me a second. It's superior. She wouldn't take criticism. The thing is, though, that Sari didn't have a friend group. Yeah. Their class had been through a lot of stuff together. And she's close with them, but the only people that she's ever hung out with is a group of girls, and that's only because, well, they're the girls, you know. They gotta stick together. Otherwise, Sarah would say she's one of the most unremarkable people in 1A. So while it was Jisoo standing in front of her dorm wearing a gigantic blanket like a scarf at 10:18 on a Friday night. Sari, she began. No preamble. And Sari smiled. Does your quirk work on people? Sari laughed awkwardly. Who are you, Midoriya? Oh, heck. Jisoo looked serious. She cleared her throat. Yeah, but it can be dangerous if I'm not careful. Sari's quirk was called printer warmth. It's pretty self-explanatory. She could raise the temperature of any object by touching it, but not herself. From training it since elementary school, her default of just warming up thanks to the crisp coziness of printed paper had leveled up to the point where she could melt robots bigger than her own bedroom to a pile of white, hot, sparkling sludge. Ew. It still left the smell of printer paper in the air, though. Like everything else, she tried once to use her quirk on her middle school best friend, who had chronic cold hands, and it gave her the weirdest case of sunburn she'd ever seen. Of course, she panicked and made her mom take them to the hospital, but she was fine after a week of using low. Get up. Wait, sorry. To see a blinked out Sari. Get up. Can I come in? Ah, of course. Sari stepped to the side and Tsu stepped inside, just enough to give her room to close the door. She does so. They both stand there for a moment, Tsu staring at Sari, and Sari standing at Tsu's feet. Will you use your quirk on me? The dorms are cold. I know what you're talking about. Steph, no, she didn't. She wasn't the one that had to fight off hibernation. But, are you sure? I don't want to hurt you on accident. Yes, I'm sure. I trust your control over your quirk. Oh, boy, if that didn't make her blush. Sari cleared her throat and rubbed her arm. Goosebumps? Really? Okay, do you wanna... Sari hurried over to her bed, collecting her phone and worksheet. And God, where does the pencil go? Use the bed? My quirk doesn't last long after I start touching something. This meant she was going to cut a cute girl, a girl she liked. Are they just gonna stand there? She should pull up Netflix or something. But what if she gets the wrong idea? Did Sue say something that Sari misses in her panic? What was that, Asui? Don't me to Sue. I said that's fine with me, kiddo. Okay. Sari dropped her homework on her desk and hopped on the bed to rearrange her multitude of pillows into something they could lean against. She tries to go fast because Tsuyu is standing right there waiting patiently for her, and she feels bad. She straightened up with a grin. When she's done yanking up the wait a second. When she's done yanking up the comforter and layered blankets in a gentleman's invitation, Tsu blinked at her and offered her own small smile before gently taking the offered blankets in a large hand and sliding under them. She croaked in surprise. Sari hopped a little in happiness. Even just heating up the blankets for her was nice. Thank you, Tsu said, looking Sari in the eyes as she scooted in beside her. Sari tried to convince herself that her face wasn't as red as Midoriya's Max Tomato mode. It's no problem. She just sat there for a moment, zoning out before shaking herself out. Yes, the Asui Tsuyu was in her bed, about 4 inches away from her, but she couldn't let this get too awkward. So she pulled her arms out from under the covers with her phone in her hand. I have Netflix, so we don't have to sit here awkwardly and make small talk. I don't mind small talk. Sari looked over to Sue. She's buried in the covers with only her fingers and face peeking out over the top. She has nice hands. Sari kind of wanted to paint her nails, but she only has black and there's no telling whether she'd like it. I think you'd mind mine, Sari said, turning on her phone and tapping in her password with a chuckle. I'm a mess. Tsu's silent. Next to her, while she opens the app, she starts to sweat. Sari forgets she does not want to say mood or oof. What if she's concerned now? So, Sari clears her voice. Oof. What do you want to watch? I don't know what's on Netflix, kiddo. What do you like? There's a lot of good things. There's a lot of anime and American superhero movies, like the classics. She held the phone closer to the other girl as she scrolled down and narrated the stream. Oh, and there's some really good comedy shows too. Just tell me if something catches your eye. That looks cute, Tsuyu said, pressing a finger against her cheek. Sari turned the screen to herself, then pointed at Carol and Tuesday, and turned it back. This? Get up. She nodded. That's a great choice. I really like the show myself, Sari said, grinning. It's about 2 girls finding that they're perfect for each other. Musically, I mean. They're musicians. The songs are really good, too. It's really awesome, too. Sounds good, then, Sue said. Okay, great. Sari pulled her left arm back under the covers, settling in. She made sure her elbow was touching Sue's arm, so she could warm her up as well as the blankets while they watched. Oh, Sari? Tsuyu said as a glowing ballroom appeared on screen. And the narrator began to speak. Here, have some of my scarf. It was a little awkward to move around to share it, but Sarah was so giddy, it was worth it. Once they got all the way under the covers again, Tsuyu leaned into Sarah's shoulder. Definitely in an effort to make it easier to do the quirk. Probably. And spoke up again. Sorry if I fall asleep on you, Gittle. This is really comfy. I'm glad, Sarah whispered, a little choked up, before pressing play on the video. Okay, that's all. That's all for now. So, commentary, suggestions, or anything, any questions, suggestions, questions. I don't only have to do MHA, I can also do any other animes. It's just, like, my favorite one. So, comment down what you think I should call you guys, so, like, you know, you, like, YouTube nicknames, you know. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. And I guess I'll see you all, you girls, guys, non-binaries, gender fluids, and others. See y'all later.